Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of two videos we got for you today.
But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, here to tell you about our favorite VPN, Surfshark. Alex, why do we use Surfshark?
Well, Netflix keeps going up, and VPN gives us access to all of the greatest movies on there. They're not available in the United States, but as long as you change your region, you can find them. OJ, what are your favorite movies on Netflix?
Sharknado.
Well, yeah, that's there too.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Best part is you can share with your friends and family unlimited devices.
Internet security is really important. Isn't that right, Flippy?
It is absolutely correct.
Extremely important. You should have a VPN, and this is the VPN that we know is right for you. Check it out because we have a promotional deal. If you go to surfshark.com/AngryJoeShow, use our code, the Angry Joe Show. That'll get you 4 extra months. Guys, check it out. Thank you so much for watching the video. Get the access to the content you deserve and protect your data, guys. It's a no-brainer. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check it out.
Guys, you need a VPN. Check out Surfshark. 4 additional months. It's a really good deal.
Yep.
There is a lot to talk about, a lot to cover. A lot of it came out over the weekend when we were spending time with friends and family off. But we are covering most of it, so we've got a video up for the Summer Game Fest. I went ahead and took a break from the family and recorded a live reaction for the Future Game Show, in which they showed off a really cool game, The Expanse, and some really awesome horror games as well. I'm unsure if I'll put that one up because, like, I was adding games to my wish list from I did it real informally, so I know people were going to play. Why are you paying attention? It's like I am paying attention. Okay, so I may or may not put that one up. And then there was the Xbox Game Showcase, which we'll cover later on today. Me and the boys will watch it and post that later. But we have some news stories already of games that have come out for it. I guess the biggest one there being Black Ops 7, Xbox, Ally. We're all going to talk about that in the news. But then if you want breakdowns and detailed bits, check out our showcase. Then also our Predator review. We'll be putting that out later on today. Watch it and film that later today. So, yeah, a lot of content coming, a lot going on. Let's get right down to it. Alex, tell us what in all of this gaming news has been going on.
Well, video game movies are so hot right now.
Yes, they
and
are.
so Blumhouse.
Minecraft, $1 billion.
$1 billion. Well, this one's probably not going to make $1 billion.
Zelda casting is causing controversy.
Yeah.
I'm not getting into any of that shit.
Blumhouse is developing a movie adaptation of Phasmophobia. That game was
Hey,
so hot
that
for a
would be-
minute.
We liked
That'd be
Phasmophobia, but we were like, man, this game needed more money. This game needs a sequel. A better version
Tweak
of
it a bit.
Tweak
but
it
yeah.
a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I'm down for that, but I want it to be. It's not gonna happen. Like
It's
a
going to be
rated
a
R.
comedy?
I don't
What
want
do
it
you
to be PG-13, and it's gonna be
PG-13.
dumb. Like
Right,
what
it's
was
gonna
it?
be a
Until
comedy.
Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
That was trash.
Well, they didn't even really adapt Until Dawn. They kind of did their own thing.
Yeah. This, I think, has a lot of promise because it's a simple premise, right? You got a bunch of people that are going to go try to figure out
What
the
kind of
ghost
demon,
hunts,
yes.
and then there are ghosts, and they are not happy ghosts. And so they could do some cool things. Hopefully we get some cool kills and not just cheap jump scares.
And not turn it into a comedy.
Are they
going
gonna do that first person?
Oh, I mean, we have to. That, like,
the hands?
You have to.
you have to do that at least once, but then you could do something really violent after the fact, and then that could be cool.
The first time I saw you kind of get scared with that little girl.
Oh, that little girl on
Yeah.
Oh.
Your eyes got on. You're like, oh. That was a good moment. Though.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Well, no, you should be able to find that one. We'll see. We got some news from Call of Duty. Black Ops 6 this week, earlier in the week.
What?
Before we
7?
talk about the other stuff. No, 6. Players were updating their weapons, and they noticed in the UI, they're like, hey, I want to put this new. I want to put an M16 in there, and,
Okay.
and they're like, hey, did you know that we have a $40 skin pack that you can get that has an M16 in it? It has these attachments, and it makes your bullets red. I don't know
Just because I selected the M16.
Yeah,
in
and so
one
it's
of
like
my loadouts.
advertises in some of these scenes.
No.
Joe, do you know how much Call of Duty 6 costs?
Does it cost
70.
a lot of dollars?
It does. It costs a lot of money, and so for them to be advertising to
That's
you
fucked
within
up.
the game is shit.
Let me see if I can find some footage of that, or is this just rumors? Like obviously,
Yeah.
it's weapon ad.
This is not a free-to-play game, but so it's like it's ridiculous, and so a lot of people were really upset about it. And then
As
of
they should
course,
be.
Activision was like, "Oh no, it was an accident." It's like so
It's not an accident. You did all the. You worked on that, obviously.
No, Joe. It was It was put in error, so they designed it to not put it in.
So yeah, there's an ad. There's like, oh no, that was a total accident.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Now it shows you microtransaction ads when you swap your weapons.
Yeah.
No. This wasn't meant to
It
go
ain't
in.
no goddamn
But it's
accident.
something that you fucking created. We
Yes.
didn't mean to upload it. But if you made it and you upload and it's something to be uploaded, then it exists and it's coming.
So, I
You
was
can't
about
just
to
be
say,
like, oh, well, that's not there yet.
So
Don't
the
get mad at
new
it.
one is
Yeah.
gonna have it. The
Yeah.
new one's gonna have it.
The new one will probably have. Or they'll figure out some way to do it, or they'll put it in the free-to-play modes. I mean, they've been taken down, and then again they said it was updated in error. The feature has now been removed from the live game, and they claim it was just a test. So
An accident.
never meant to see the light of day. But just
Bullshit.
That's so fucked up. They're testing.
Yes.
They want.
Oh,
they're
for
gonna
sure.
put it in a future Call of Duty if there's not enough uproar. So we have to make
They're
sure
like,
there's
shit, they
enough
noticed.
uproar.
Take it down.
yeah, remove it. Again, if this is the kind of thing that I hate in free-to-play games, but is completely and totally unacceptable in premium paid games. Whether you get it on Game Pass, you're paying for Game Pass. We often, you're like, oh, it's included. It's like, I'm still paying for it,
Yeah,
right? Like,
still
it's being broken up
subscription.
over a
Yep,
period
yeah.
of time. So it's like, just because I'm playing it on Game Pass doesn't mean you get to put free, like, ads
I'll
and
send
shit in
that.
there. So it's like, it's awful.
I don't think it's the video, but it's an
Let's see if I
image
can
at
find one
least.
too.
Yeah. So in more Xbox, their showcase was this week.
Yeah.
And
Sunday.
Yeah, there were some pretty big announcements we'll kind of go over. At the beginning of the week, there were some rumors that the rumored Xbox handheld console, was canceled. All those rumors were full of shit, because this morning it got announced that the Asus it's Republic of Gaming Xbox One. It will run on Windows, which means it can run Game Pass. They also hinted that you can leave the Game Pass environment. Made it sound like you can run Steam on it, so it's a new handheld that can handle Steam and Game Pass. I mean, if the price is right, it sounds like a pretty nice thing for someone who wants to do some.
it OLED?
Talking about the Ally,
Yeah.
but you haven't said the word Ally.
It's Republic of Gaming Ally, yeah.
Yeah, so this to me, when I was watching the reveal, it felt more like this is just a Republic of Gaming Asus. Is it Asus, right?
Yeah.
It just feels like it's just an Asus thing, and then Xbox kind of just slapped
Jumped
their
in.
name on it. Yeah, that's ours. There's with the Xbox logo on it. It's kind of what it felt like to me. I know that it's designed to feel like an Xbox controller, and they partnered up for it, but I don't know. It just kind of took a little bit of the wind out of the sails, but I guess it makes sense financially for Xbox to just partner up with another company and be like, all right, you do all that
Yeah,
stuff.
they've been making them for years now, so it makes sense to partner with them. The big deal is more that it has Game Pass on it, so
and a specific UI and all that stuff for Microsoft. But what you said about being able to leave the ecosystem, because if it's an Xbox system and it was made by Xbox, you'd be locked to just Xbox interface and probably wouldn't be able to do all the other stuff. But the fact that it's not locked like that does increase my
Yeah,
interest a
you
little bit more.
get Epic, Steam, Apple launchers.
all the launchers. EA, don't forget
Yeah,
EA launcher. Yeah.
But I'm not interested in handhelds. Then I'm happy that I'm not, because I don't want to. My eyes suck, and I don't want to play on a small screen. I don't really go on the go often. I'm a hermit, stuck editing and doing stuff for the Angry Joe Show in my house all the time. So at the very least, I want to have a nice big screen. I want to relax and some food. And
Yeah, for you, it's not worth it. Just
Not
get
me.
the GeForce Now. That would probably be your best bet.
But for those who go on a lot of trips and are on planes and are, go to the beach and still want to play games, I don't know why you would want to do that. But
I'm going to mod this one, and it won't get bricked, and I can play Mario Kart.
No.
You can't even say that. They get mad at you.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And you ain't modding shit, Joe, and you know it. I don't think you modded shit in your life.
The Xbox show showed out some pretty big the heavy hitters. Of course, we got some stuff on Outer Worlds 2. We're gonna do all of this stuff in the breakdown, so you get to see all of these things. So we won't get too into it. They did mention Hollow Knight Silk Song, so people would get to calm down a little bit. Coming this year,
People were looking at
Game Pass, and so there's a bunch of stuff. Blood of the
because I was
Dawnwalker.
surprised they didn't do that on the Summerfest.
Yeah, I mean they are incentivized in some way to do things with some of these partners. Like that's the problem with E3 going away and all of these other ones doing it.
It's like, this is mine.
It's like some of these game companies are like, no, I'm only going to show it off at my individual one. And if there's independent companies that are trying to get on Game Pass, it's like, well, you can only show off on our show and you can't show on some of these other shows.
Is this our opportunity to talk about
All
the Xbox?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, guess what? The era of $80 Xbox games has officially arrived. What is the first game that they chose for it, Joe? For $80, they're like, man, this game, wow, this is an amazing game. There's so much to it. I'm going $10 more. What do you think it's going to be?
I'm trying to think if it's
the games
supposed
that
to be
were announced?
amazing.
Supposed to be amazing, and like just think big, astronomical, like the price
Grand
goes to
Theft Auto
space.
6.
Yeah,
No,
I was thinking something
no.
like that.
That's gonna be $100.
So it's fucking Outer Worlds 2.
Yep.
Is the first game they've decided to charge $80 for. And what the hell? That was a really poor choice. And
was.
honestly, if it wasn't on Game Pass, and public service announcement now, do not buy this game for $80. It's going to be on Steam for $80. It has a Steam page.
Don't do
it's
it.
going to trick
Wait.
people. Your grandma, uncle, whatever, it might actually buy it for $80. No fucking way that it's going to be worth $80. Especially when it's on the Game Pass and what is it, $15 or something to subscribe to the Game Pass. So it's just really fucking depressing, and you transparently can see that the Xbox is just like, yeah, we're just gonna increase the price. There's no real reason for it. It's just a business strategy decision. We want to rake in more money, and it's all fucking smoke and mirrors and bullshit.
Expedition
And blaming
didn't do
the
it. That
market,
was a
blame
fucking
Trump, blame
amazing
all
game.
these other things when it's really just you who wants to rake in so much more money.
And they haven't put out an amazing game. Like Avowed wasn't an amazing game. Outer Worlds 1 wasn't an amazing. I liked him. I liked Avowed. Kind of. I liked Outer Worlds 1 a little bit better than that, but like nothing about Outer Worlds 1 makes me
that
think
needed to be $40.
yeah, it's like it's kind of short and it's not as good as it should be.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed in some of the aspects, and so when you're like, "Oh, we're doing 2," it's like,
And then it says here, it's so weird because another game announced. Just Alex's favorite game just got announced. I can't wait to see
Oh,
his
yeah.
reaction.
"Oh, I know."
Yes.
He knows. He knows.
I know.
Yes, I know.
What is it?
Grounded 2.
Grounded
That's
2.
right.
My
Grounded
computer
2
won't work.
was announced at $50 less. It's only a $30 game.
Cool.
So simultaneously, they're putting out $30 games, but then at the same time, they're like, "Oh, development costs are going up, and we have to charge you this." It's
No,
not,
you don't.
It's just not our
No,
fault.
you don't.
It's everybody else's fault. Don't look over here. And then it's $80 for Outer Worlds 2. Fuck off.
No.
And same thing with Grounded 2. It's Grounded 2, one of the reasons why it's probably $30 is because it's starting in early access. Fucking stop it! There's a whole reason why Alex hated the fucking first Grounded.
I didn't
Because
play
it wouldn't function.
It wouldn't
and
work.
it was in a shitty state. And it's like, well, it's early access, so you got to excuse it. It's, yeah, but I'm not going to fucking play it now. And then I may not have time in 3 months when you fucking fix it, right? And you would think that by the sequel, they'd be like, okay, we got our shit together and we're doing a full launch. No, another fucking early access thing where the fucking players develop it for you? That doesn't make sense. I'm fucking angry with the Grounded people and just how lazy this shit is over and over. No.
But, Joe, Microsoft is only $1 trillion company.
No, early access, $30 early access for you to develop our game for us. Oh, by the way, give me $80 for the Outer Worlds if you're a fucking idiot, and I'm going to deceive you because I'm not going to tell you that it's on Game Pass, or I'm going to do my best not to tell you that it's on Game Pass as much as possible so that I can rake in the $80 for it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking dumb.
Yeah.
That comes out in October, so we'll remind you, do not fucking buy that game.
We'll go over all the other stuff in the Xbox.
Well, since this was the Xbox, tell me about the Halo stuff they announced.
Oh, yeah. Did you see? Yeah, you saw how much Halo stuff was there? It was really,
Infinite?
It was infinite.
There was another major Xbox franchise, Joe, but we'll save it for the video. Then.
Yeah.
But it's not quite as, big reveal that...
Yeah.
It's
a remake, yeah. But yeah, nothing about Halo because Halo is dead. Yeah, it is. You know
it is for now.
343 is as a company. Remember,
I think
no longer
they
company
just
anymore.
recently,
it's now
Joe.
Halo Industries.
They just recently put in what was it? Oddball, one of the modes that is so easy to put in the game. I forget what mode it was.
What are they doing?
They're doing like the Madden thing. They bring
it took
this was in the
3
game
years.
15 years ago. You want it back? It's like you should have removed it. But. Yeah, it'll be great. But like I said, we'll cover everything in the Xbox more in depth in the standalone video. Speaking of which, we did a standalone video for Summer Games Fest. We watched the whole thing, and we put up something for it. The big thing for Summer Games Fest, of course, was at the very, very end, we got a teaser for Resident Evil 9. Looks more X-Files-ish. And
fucking ill.
Yeah, an ill. Oh man, looks so crazy.
I'm excited for that one.
I mean, that company is doing Atomic Heart 2, Atomic Heart 1 DLC. They're doing ill. Like they're doing a lot of stuff. So ill looks kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't Oddball. It was a different mode. Oddball was added a while ago.
The other thing that got shown off is the Splitgate II boss came out there with a make FPS great again, and then he was like, "Oh, I want Titanfall 3, and Call of Duty is a greedy company, and I want this, and I want this," and then he had to be reminded that he has an $80 skin bundle, 3 currencies, a battle pass, $36 or $34 skins in the game that just turns your portal a different color.
So he's doing the same fucking shit
Yeah.
of the it's fake, man,
Yeah.
and it was cringe as fuck when it came out. And it's like, do you think maybe you could not do that in that way? Maybe in his head he thought it was gonna be so fucking cool. He's gonna look so awesome. He's gonna have this big fucking bat.
He said,
He's gonna,
"Fuck."
have this.
Oh yeah,
but it doesn't come off as genuine and adorable as the other guy. What's his name? From
Joseph Ferris?
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah.
Well, that guy also makes really fucking good games and is super passionate, and this guy is an asshole who was arguing with people on Twitter.
Seems like a shithead, honestly. And yeah, it's just real tone deaf to come out with make FPS great again when it's like
This one's
like
different.
putting a lot of shit on the developers who made your game, and they're like, oh my God, could you imagine if you were working really fucking hard and then you see your boss come out in a fucking hat like that, act like a douchebag, and just
talking about
be
Randy?
real cringy.
You talking about Randy?
Yeah, talking about Randy, and then do a mic drop moment with the stupid bat, and you're like, oh fuck, you just sank a lot of the hype for our game, because I got hyped about it. I read an article and I was like, oh, this seems cool, and then he fucked it up.
Now you have all these cool portals. You can change colors.
Yeah, you can change $34.
I was never really into a lot of the portal stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like, especially in multiplayer, just hate the idea of, okay, I've established a battle.
Yeah.
What? Oh, there was a fucking portal behind me. Okay. Well, that's very skillful.
Yeah, he just acted like their game was some sort of.
It's hard, right? When you're shitting on other games, at least be clean of all of the things that you're accusing others of
for
doing,
sure.
right? Yeah. And he's not. That's why he's a shithead. That's why it's cringy. Not because it's a parody hat of Donald Trump, even though I think that's tone deaf as well, and you're already splitting audience there. But it's just, and the way he went about it was, it was one of the cringe moments. But hey, at least you added to that cringe pot, because we need some of that back.
Yeah.
Because E3 is not really a thing anymore.
There's just too many games for me to
Just
play.
like CEOs just not knowing what to do sometimes and being kind of...
It's also really great when a company lets me know I shouldn't support them and buy their game. And I'm not going to play or buy their fucking game. So, it was awesome
That's
for me.
another skip.
There's too many game announcements. I'm like, man, I'm going to be too busy with all this stuff. Now I know I don't have to support this.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool, you stole stuff from Titanfall and Halo and Call of Duty. Awesome.
It's too old too, I was wondering. I don't know if I want to call him out. A long time ago, Paradox make Space Great Again hats. I have one. I don't know where it is in my house because I was wearing. People, you're wearing a red hat. It's like, well, look at what the hat says. But that was like when it was first a thing. That was like when Donald Trump was like first running. Mm-hmm. Well, to do it. Fucking, I don't know how long it's been. It's like 12 years later, years later.
Maybe to a decade at least.
It just, and then with all the baggage that comes with that, and Elon and his black hat and all this other stuff, it was really tone deaf, and it's just not funny. And it didn't make sense, especially when we've seen these really awesome FPSs getting more and more creative lately. Did you remember fucking Ill? Oh man, I cannot wait for fucking Ill. Ill looks sick.
It looks insane. Yeah.
It's like that's an FPS, so it's like, maybe don't throw jabs at other FPSs if you can't really back it up.
Yeah. Well, over the course of the weekend, he was getting shit on all over Reddit and Twitter. He was fighting a lot of these people.
Oh, no.
He was making fun of developers.
Oh, God.
And then it was...
he made it worse.
And then he made it worse, but it got pointed out to him. It's like, you have an $80 bundle. You cannot
What did he say about that?
Yeah. And he's like, well, I've had a lot of people ask me how the hell did this happen in the first place. That's not the 1047 way. He's like, I agree, and I thought I would just candidly tell you exactly what happened. So I'll start by saying, no excuse, of course. I should have been on this. We should have been on top of this.
Oh, he didn't know.
He
didn't
if you don't know,
someone else who our
you
former head of monetization who happened to come from Call of Duty.
Oh, you're blaming other people. Okay.
So it's somehow also Call of Duty's fault.
Because go under the bus. You. I didn't know.
So,
it's like, but it's your game and it's your baby.
So, but prior to that, they also had founders packs for $100 and battle passes for $10 and like all of this other shit. So he was just being an idiot on stage and being a hypocrite about all of this stuff.
Oh, my story with the red hat, so I didn't finish it. So they made hats, and it was a joke. It was fun, but it was like a kind of private thing. It was just amongst, when they were showing previews and stuff, and they thought it was funny, but they didn't come out on stage with the hats and make a big deal about it and say all the other space games suck. That wasn't what it was about. But when you're wearing a helmet, make the fucking FPS great again, that's kind of what it implies. And you're bringing it out in public.
Well.
All right, moving on. Enough with that fucking...
Yeah, the last thing for that is they are issuing partial refunds to players who purchase the Nanoswarm bundle at a higher price. They're trying to backtrack on all these things. But again...
Not a good look.
Look, Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, believe them. And this guy looks like a douche. I'm not going to play a douche's video game unless it's for work and I have to. So I don't think you should support this douche. And that's it. That's what I got for this one.
But I got one. Is it for this one? Amazon?
Yeah, one. Yeah.
Okay, well, I got Amazon. I found this news story. This was a day ago. And we have talked about this before where there was rumors that Amazon wants to do a Mass Effect TV series. So I bring good news. That is officially going forward, and it officially has a showrunner. So Amazon Prime Video is moving forward with the Mass Effect adaptation, hiring showrunner Doug Jung. Let me see if I can find out what Doug Jung has done. But apparently there's been multiple behind-the-scenes times where they tried to create a Mass Effect, either be it a film or a series, and it hasn't worked out. But Amazon.
Don't you think like
say something?
Yeah, don't you think like Amazon's getting a little bit too much on their plate? They got a lot of shows they want to do.
They're canceling shows.
And they're
right?
canceling a lot.
I think I have some money for all this
Yeah,
shit.
they still want to do the
There's
Warhammer
40,000. I get concerned about that because that's going to take a lot of money, and then this is going to take a lot of money.
And then they got
What's happening?
Rings of Power, and then they're working on
But they
Fallout.
did delete one, the Wheel
Wheel
of
of
Time,
Time.
to save a little money. And maybe this is an indication that Rings of Power will not go 6 seasons or 5 seasons or whatever.
One more.
You think they're just going to do one more?
I think
okay.
one more.
So I found his stuff. Doug Jung. Jung is an industry veteran with an impressive resume. He's worked on Mindhunter. Oh, I like that.
Got canceled.
Big Love. Never heard of it. Star Trek Beyond. Okay. And he has executive producer experiences and has written multiple scripts. There's an upcoming Apple TV series that he did starring Jason Momoa and Tamara Morrison, Chief of War, that he had a hand in. So, I don't know. Sounds good. Sounds like they got a good showrunner, but you never know because some of these, film people and TV people could be like, well, it's a video game, so I don't know if I need to pay attention or play to the game. I have my own ideas.
Yeah. Or see
That's
how
when
much
they
Amazon
always
has
fuck it.
an input.
But he hasn't
on that.
said, and they haven't got him on record of saying any
Follow
of
the
this.
story. It's great. Like it's truly it's truly great.
Yeah, but maybe Amazon be like, well, let's tweak it.
Yeah. So just to give a little more context to what I was saying before, that they tried multiple times. Legendary Pictures and Warner Brothers acquired the film rights back in 2010 and tried to get the movie off the ground with the support of the BioWare veterans and creatives at the time. But it just didn't do it. Production quickly stalled when they couldn't figure out how to condense the series' wide-ranging world building and massive scope of the story into a movie-length script. So, yeah, and they were probably trying to condense it into a single movie instead of being like, okay, because you could just say, I need 3 films, but maybe Warner Brothers was like, what? No, I don't want to give you that much money. Show me that you can do it first. But in that case, you just do one. Man, that was a fucking way to do it. Get out of here. You just need smart fucking writers and people with talent, and then, make it a satisfying story, but then maybe have something to where you can do another film.
Maybe
but whatever.
They had to wait till Jack Black was available to be cast.
No. Shut up. Minecraft is where Jack Black says he is Steve.
Mortal
Minecraft
Kombat.
and Mario
Jack Black.
and Elden Ring.
Lava chicken. You just want to hear me do my Jack Black. Anyways, it makes sense story-wise for it to be a TV series where you have multiple episodes. However, I get concerned with the budget and then not getting able to see the space battles and the ships and the CGI. That's where I have a problem.
Yeah, exactly, because they have a big spending problem. Because look at how much they spend on Rings of Power. I don't know where the fuck that money
Where did
went.
money go?
And if you want ships and
Where the money at?
space, I think you're gonna have to fork up that.
Where the money at?
Something.
We had 20 elves defending one of the biggest elf cities.
Running in circles like in a.
Hey, I'm the other guy. Oh, my hat is slightly on this way. And then, I don't have a shield, but I have a sword.
How many people live here?
right.
About 10.
It was
Yeah,
Joe
there's
that brought
10
that up.
total
The director
already,
was like,
yeah.
okay, come back around and walk into the scene again. Where did the money go?
They did that in Commando, and I love that movie.
But that's different.
Yeah.
That's
That's
amazing.
I think you actually may be right, because some of these series are so far off in their development that they could be thinking post Rings of Power, whether that's season 3, season 4, or hopefully cancellation.
I'm thinking one more.
Yeah,
we'll
Amazon committed to 5 seasons. I remember,
But if
and
the
I feel
viewership
like
is not there,
they're like, God damn it, everybody's gonna make fun of us if we
Yes.
don't finish
Well,
5 seasons.
no,
So I feel like they're gonna finish 5 seasons no matter what.
But they could say it's 5 seasons, but start doing like 6-episode seasons, so
Right.
really cut down
Something
on the
like
episode
that.
length, and they're like, look, you have to wrap
I
this
could
up
see
fast.
that. Yeah.
So
hopefully.
All right, that's it for this
Hopefully.
one. We got many more news
Yeah, lots of
stories,
stuff.
but
Yes.
so that you get access to all the content you want. Pick up Surfshark, guys. We've done all the research. It's the most open one that allows you to get the most
You see
value.
Sharknado on Netflix.
Take
There you go.
advantage of your subscription.
Click the links down below. It also supports our show. And let's go into the next one. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of The Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.